going on, everybody? Welcome back to another LEGO YouTube video. As you all know, the September lineup of LEGO Star Wars sets just came out, and one of the things I love doing is making custom display stands for these Star Wars ships that they release. So today I thought I would share with you how I made all of my display stands for the new September sets. The only set not included is the Ghost, as that has not arrived at the time of recording, but I might make an updated video when it does arrive. So let's just get right into the first ship. Alright, and so the first ship we'll look at is actually the most complicated in my opinion. It is for Ahsoka Tanos T6 Jedi Shuttle. Now, there are two stands. One is for the minifigures, which is very, very simple. It's literally just a few jumpers and some tiles connecting them, and I guess theoretically you could connect this to the other stand if you want to just have one big stand. I didn't, however, but anyway, the part we all actually care about is the ship stand, and this is very similar if you've seen my Mandalorian Starfighter display stand. It's a very similar design concept to that. Here's a quick little spin of how it works, and here is what the stand is like without the ship on it. Now, it's a very simple start to it. It's just like a tiled off plate with tiles on it, and it has this moving mechanism right here. And to actually construct this, you need these Technic pieces right here. They're the 1x2 bricks with the Technic holes in them, and you also need a Technic pin. Also very important, you should have another Technic brick like this one to attach the two pieces I showed earlier to it. And once you do that, it'll create a mechanism kind of like this. You'll put them into the very first hole, and from then you can just go ahead and snap it onto the actual base, and it rests against this back part here. The back part needs to be well supported. You can see what I have built up right here. So I use these support beams, but literally any brick will work. And then we also have this plate up here. And the purpose this serves is the back of the shuttle actually rests on that, which allows for the ship to not topple over. And to actually attach the ship, you have to add in a 2x3 brick and some plates to one of the wings, as you can see right here, and this just attaches to the plate like so. It goes on the very end of the plate that I showed earlier, and that is Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi Shuttle tutorial. Again, it's very, very similar to the Mandalorian Starfighter display stand I have, and I think I'm very proud of this one. I think it fits in perfectly with the other ships, and it allows for you to display it in the flying form. Next up is a stand for the Coruscant Guard Gunship. I didn't really think I would make a display stand for this one, but it helped it better fit my collection, and this one's very simple. It just uses, again, another plate like this with tiles on top for the minifigures to stand on. This one is all in the same stand, but what is important for this one is it does use two separate support beams, because this is a heavier ship, and it uses these kind of slanted pieces here to accomplish that angle. Also, what's very important to note is that this is a wider stand too, and I also attached these 1x10 plates to the bottom of the gunship to better support it. And it's a very simple stand, though it's very important that you get all the details right so that it doesn't fall over on display. Also, something I modified with mine, I added more 1x10 plates on the bottom. The reason for this is my bookshelves are kind of like this. I wanted to have it in between them, so it lets you do that if you have that type of display, but completely optional. And it's very important as you are placing your gunship onto the stand, be very gentle with it, because this stand is sturdy, but it is a little bit fragile, as this is a heavier LEGO set, and you should have the back two plates aligned with the very back of the 1x10s, and then the first one should have just a small gap of space here, and you should be able to accomplish what I have here. It's a very simple stand. It's not like too difficult, but it is very important to have the extra support just so it doesn't topple under the weight. I really like it. I think it fits in with my display, and you can see I was able to have it in between the two bookshelves. And then finally, the simplest of the stands that I designed is the one for the Ewing versus Shin Hati's Starfighter. I think that's how you pronounce her name, I could be wrong, but these guys are very simple. The first one we'll look at is Shin Hati's Starfighter, as this one is a little bit more complicated than the Ewing. It still has the same base that is consistent with all of my stands, except you'll notice that the actual transparent piece is towards the back, and that is because this has such a distinct shape, and it's most of the weight it kind of makes you have to have the stand in the back so that it doesn't topple over on display. And what's also cool is this one is able to spin around like this. Also very important, this also uses one of the longer type of pillars here just so that it can properly withstand all of the weight. And it uses 2 of the slope pieces, and also to accomplish that turning effect we use one of the turntable pieces on it. And in order to properly install this so that it doesn't topple over, you want to place it towards the front of the ship. Here is a clearer look at it just so you can get an idea as to where to place this for your Shin Hati Starfighter. Also, the minifigures can easily fit inside of here, and I think it is a very solid stand. And then the simpler of the two is the New Republic Ewing. One thing you might notice, this one's very tall. You don't need to have yours this tall. I just modified mine to be like this so it would fit in my display. But anyway, this is the simplest of all of the designs. It is, again, another simple base like this with the studs for a minifigure, and this one also has the pillar towards the back to properly withhold the weight so that it doesn't, again, tip over, and it also has one of these slope pieces right here so that you can kind of have it at an angle. This is what it looks like attached to the bottom of the ship, so you'll want to try and replicate that as best as you can so that it doesn't fall over. Here's a clearer look at it. And of course, this does hold the New Republic pilot that you do get inside of the set, and I really like the stand. I am very proud of it. I think it looks great. Also, if you wanted to, you could modify this to have the astromech displayed next to the pilot, whatever works for your display. And those are the 2 stands for this. So definitely let me know what you think of them. I think they look great, and it helps you display them in your LEGO collection a lot better, and I think they do look better on display too. So that concludes the final display stand. So definitely let me know, out of all of these, which stand is your favorite, and let me know if you ended up using any of these in your LEGO collection. I tried to keep it very short just to make it so you didn't have to watch a 20-minute video to find out how to display your LEGO Star Wars ships. So definitely let me know what you thought of this, and drop a comment down below if you did enjoy the video. I'm very proud of the stands. I think they look great in any LEGO collection, so definitely let me know how they look in your LEGO collection. But that's all for today, so thank y'all so much for watching this video. I appreciate all of y'all's support. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and we'll see you later.